It's delicious. It's gooey, it hasn't overcooked. I think great effort.
You've done a fantastic job for the first chef in the kitchen today, so well done you. I would like them to prepare and poach a guinea fowl breast, serve it with a sauce robert and a hispi cabbage garnish, and they can cook that however they like. But I want a garnish of the cabbage. First of all, I'm going to start off with the cabbage. So I've just taken a quarter, and I'm going to cook that whole. There's going to be some aromats going in there now, some rosemary, some thyme, some garlic, a little bit of butter. I'm going to add some stock into there.
It's a fab way to cook veg. How does it got the flavours going through, a little bit of butter and then steaming under this cartouche.
I've got brown chicken stock, I've got thyme, bay leaf, rosemary, and 3 cloves of garlic.
It makes a huge difference, doesn't it? A bit of rosemary, the garlic, it does come through. It's the meat that goes into it.
Yeah. Now I want them to do the butcher. I don't just want one breast taken off this guinea fowl, I want the whole bird broken down. So take off the wings. That's the guinea fowl ready to go. I'm going to leave the skin on for now. I'll be taking it off during the cooking process. So we've brought the stock up to boil, we've infused the herbs, and then we've turned it down from the boiling point, and then we just drop our guinea fowl breast in. Poaching of the guinea fowl is very much about the eye, about the touch and the feel. Temperature is down to the chef, and the time is down to the chef. To our sauce robert. It's a classical sauce. It's a white wine sauce finished with mustard, and our chef should know it. Garlic. Half a teaspoon of English mustard. I'm just going to give a nice splash of white wine. I'm just going to take off the skin now. Right, so the sauce is nicely reduced down. Then put it on your demi-glace.
It's much more dense in flavour, and it's used as the base to finish your sauces.
And put in my final chopped rosemary, top thyme, and squeeze the lemon juice. And we're good to go. And now I'm just going to cut into the guinea fowl breast. If they boil it, it won't be soft. It'll be really firm and incredibly dry. Poached guinea fowl, sauce robert, and a hispi cabbage.
First up is Freddy, a 25-year-old senior sous chef in a fine dining hotel restaurant in West Sussex.
I've been a chef now for 9 years. I love it because of the enthusiasm in the kitchen, passion, and the stress. I love it. I'd say my style of food is modern French because I've had all the classical training of French food, and I'll just give it a slight twist and modernise it a little bit. One day, I'd like to be a restaurateur. I know 3 or 4 restaurants or pubs or hotels, say, I want an empire. One restaurant's not enough, really, is it? Service!
I'd like you to prepare the guinea fowl.
Yes.
Poacher's one breast, serve it with a sauce robert and a hispi cabbage garnish.
OK.
Done all that before?
No, but I'll give it a go.
20 minutes, off you go.
Thank you. My grandfather was a gamekeeper, so a lot of the time we used to prep a lot of games together, straight from the shoot.
So what have you added to your poaching stock?
So I've added a few aromats, which is garlic, thyme, and bay leaf. That's actually on quite a low heat. I don't want to attack the breast too much, because it will dry it out.
What are you going to do with that cabbage?
I was just going to chiffonade it up and blanch it.
OK. Freddy, I can't see a sauce happening here. Where?
The sauce is here.
What is that?
That's the stock and butter to emulsify, and I finished with whole grain mustard.
The guinea fowl is nice and soft and has got a good texture to it. So your poaching, excellent. The making the sauce, in my opinion, was left a little bit too late. And I think what we've got here, a little bit of a butter sauce with a bit of stock, which isn't really what we were looking for. Good start, Freddy, though.
Thank you.
Your sauce, for me, it's tasting like it's lacking a lot of depth in there because the guinea fowl, though it's cooked nicely, it's really bland. There's no seasoning in it. But the way you've plated it, it's very neat, it's very tidy. It's a great introduction to who you are as a chef, and we can work with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, it was a good test. I knew what I was doing and I had loads of time, and then I just sort of took my time a little bit and forgot the sauce.
Originally from France, 30-year-old Yann now runs his own catering company in East London.
We do private dining, we do events, we do pop-ups, we do a little bit of everything. I became a chef because I was getting nowhere at school. I was 14 years old, I didn't know what to do. Cooking was such a big thing in my family, so it just came naturally. I think I can bring some pretty interesting food. With where I'm from, my influences are a little bit different. I'm a little bit of a character as well, and I think on my best game, I'm sure I can win the competition.
Right, guinea fowl's off. What's the plan?
So I'm going to chop the cabbage, kind of start braising it.
Yann, when did you move to UK?
8 years ago. So I was always attracted by the English culture because I'm well into music as well.
So you got the cabbage on?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take to poach your guinea fowl?
I would say about, 10 minutes.
Just run me through how you made that sauce, Yann.
I just reduced the stock with a little bit of thyme, bay leaf, and rosemary. So I'm gonna finish the sauce with a little bit of mustard. It's going pretty well.
I feel that you rushed it towards the end, and I think if you'd removed the skin during the cooking process and just kept the temperature below boiling, you would have been fine with the guinea fowl. The sauce concerns me. There's no white wine in the sauce, and there's no chopped herbs finished at the end of it either.
I thought you spent a lot of time caring about the cabbage and not the other key elements on this dish as well. But in saying that, there are things here that show me you sort of know what you're doing, but you've got to stay focused.
I think I could have done way better. I knew the dish, I knew the sauce, I knew how to butcher a bird, I knew how to cook cabbage. I knew all of that, but somehow I just went all over the place.
The final chef to face Marcus's test is 42-year-old Craig, who's been cooking since the age of 16.
I'm a private chef in Cornwall. I go to people's holiday accommodation and then I cook them restaurant style and restaurant quality food. First and foremost, I just want to elevate the produce that I've got, not mucking about with it too much and not going too left at the traffic lights, just turning it up a notch. Doing the skills test, I'm hoping that my memory of being at college 26 years ago is all going to kick in and I'm going to remember everything from my repertoire as a student. For the poaching, I spent 10 years in London and then I met my wife. Within a week, I gave my notice in and moved to Kent, and then we decided to move to Cornwall. It's just the best. This is a little bit of a wild guess at it. Sauce robert is something I have heard of as a kid, but it has completely gone from my mind.
Right. But you have got shallots and garlic in the pan, you've got white wine and you've got mustard in there reducing.
Yeah.
So you're sort of on your way.
Yeah, for sure. Happy days.
You feeling happy right now? You're halfway. 10 minutes left.
Feeling a little bit better. The cabbage I'm going to just colour a little bit either side and then just going to put it in the oven.
You're going to put it back in a poaching liquid?
Yeah.
Craig, you've got the elements of the Robert sauce correct. What concerns me about the Robert sauce is the way you've sliced the shallots and you've burnt them. The chicken stock was there for your poaching liquid, not water. The guinea fowl you got there in the end, the skin should have been removed. There are errors here, Craig, and you need to rectify them, especially in your signature round.
I love the way you were cooking the cabbage, but it just looked really messy. The garnish is burnt, you know, this is the first thing we're going to see. It's not the best plate of food, but you have tons of experience behind you and you need to draw on that.
Thank you. I hold myself to a high standard, and even if I get through this process, I will kick myself about those little minute things. I am so much better than that.
I'm going to ask our chefs to make us an Omelette Arnold Bennett. I'm going to add a little bit of a twist. I'm going to take away the smoked haddock that normally goes with this dish, and I'm going to ask our chefs to use crab meat instead. It's got Gruyere cheese. It's served with a hollandaise sauce over the top and gratinated under the grill. So for the hollandaise, the first thing I need to do is get the white wine vinegar reduction. It's just basic white wine vinegar, a couple of bay leaves, and some white peppercorns. So I'm going to use 3 egg yolks. I'm just going to start whipping them up. As you start to whisk the eggs, be very careful, too hot, and it will start to cook the egg yolks. We're looking for the ribbon stage, which is when you lift it up, you see the ribbons in the bowl. My white wine vinegar is now reduced by half. I'm going to pour that into there. Now we need to start adding our clarified butter. We've got to keep whisking. What you need to do now is a little spoon of vinegar. And that automatically just lets that sauce right down. That allows me now to incorporate some more butter. So this is where a chef's intuition is going to have to come into the equation. So now it's just about getting to the right consistency and taste. Yep. So there it is. So now what we're going to do is pick our crab.
It's when the chefs are brutal and really smash into the crab claw that you get bits of shell everywhere. As you can see, Marcus just gave it one big tap and it was done.
You're going to have to get your hands in here in case any shell slips through. And what we've also got on the bench here is some lightly whipped double cream. Believe it or not, it actually takes the richness of the hollandaise down a little bit. Right, I'm going to make the omelette now. So I'm going to use 4 eggs. Give the eggs a good whisk. Butter's foaming, just nicely coming up to temperature. It's not too hot. Put that into there. Now you can't stop. You've got to keep the process going. So you're making almost like a half-scrambled, half-omelette type mixture in the pan here. Transfer it into this serving dish. Now we add the crab meat. Some Gruyere cheese. And then what we do is we just pour on our hollandaise. It's laid up, it's ready to go. Now I've just got to glaze it. There you have it. Omelette Arnold Bennett with crab meat.
First in is Christian, the chef patron of a Brighton pop-up, who's been cooking for 15 years.
When I was 20, I moved to France to be a pro snowboarder. As it happens, I wasn't very good at snowboarding, so I started washing dishes in a local hotel, and then I realised I really like cooking. I worked in hotels and restaurants in France for about 10 years. I've got my own business in Brighton now. I love it. I'm my own boss and I can design my own dishes and come up with some really cool stuff. I don't get nervous, I don't get embarrassed. I believe in what I do. I really think I've got a good chance of winning this competition, so let's have a crack at it.
Christian, I'd like you to make us a Omelette Arnold Bennett using crab meat.
OK, cool. Next up, I'm going to make the sauce that goes on the top. I'm going to use some white peppercorns, a little bit of white wine vinegar.
OK.
Put the bay leaf in there. And take the egg yolks. I'm going to slowly cook them in a bain-marie. Whiskey. It's so rich and delicious, but I think sometimes you could need a little bit of a lay down afterwards. But I want to do this properly, because I obviously not want to split it. I've got a bit of a spoon fetish, actually. Yeah, I've always got to have lots of spoons at work. I've actually got a tattoo of a spoon somewhere on my body. My mum and dad don't know about it, so now...
Run, Christian.
Woo!
Good start. Fantastic approach. You've got cheese in there, you've got the white crab meat, you put the cream into the hollandaise, you put the omelette under the salamander. Walking away was a dangerous thing to do. That was seconds away from being black.
Christian, it's delicious. It's gooey, it hasn't overcooked. I think great effort.
You've done a fantastic job for the first chef in the kitchen today, so well done you.
Thank you, guys, thank you. That was intense. I was really lucky. It's a dish I've done 100 times before. And so it's good to hear people say nice things about you at the end of the day.
Last to face Marcus's test is 35-year-old Andy, head chef of a luxury hotel in Bristol.
I became a chef purely because my mum and dad, they had a Chinese restaurant, or a Chinese takeaway, you say. Just enjoyed it. That's why I guess I've gone into chefing, to follow in their footsteps, but not into the Chinese side, into the more fine dining, should we say. It is pressure, but I think I'm quite organised and quite structured, and I'm never going to say no to a challenge, so I'll only try my best.
Andy, what I'd like you to make for us is an Omelette Arnold Bennett using crab meat.
OK.
Got it?
Chef.
Off you go.
So I'm going to make a reduction, quickly. White wine, bay leaf, peppercorns.
Made hollandaise before?
Chef.
I'll go.
I like to say a few days ago.
Was that for pleasure or was that at work?
No, that's at work.
At work?
Yeah.
So, Andy, what made you enter the competition?
To try and test myself, to be honest. And to make my two little girls proud of me.
Right, Andy.
Chef.
You've got 7 minutes left. Hollandaise sauce is made, crabs picked.
Gonna make an omelette now.
What have you just done?
So brown meat's going with eggs. Come on, Andrew, take your time. I'm so sorry. Come on. All done.
Even though you put the eggs into the brown crab meat, if you put more egg through it, that would have saved it. But what we have here is just crab meat with a bit of egg through it. Sort of grainy. It definitely tastes of crab, but it's not a nice omelette, which is a real shame.
It's not the best omelette. You understood the processes, you think you just got a step ahead of yourself. I'm sure you're full of regret, but next time it's going to be your dish.
Thank you.